Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Tosha.
Let's start episode 104 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. This question was sent by David, and he writes, to answer your question, the most important thing for me in playing organ is to learn how to read music well. I handle up to 4 flats and up to 3 sharps with little effort. Beyond that, I have never learned to read music well at all. The second most important thing for me is to learn how to count well and consistently. I know what you will say: when you practice, miracles happen. And here is what I say: you are right. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for this wonderful online resource for those of us who are learning, or in my case, relearning to play the organ. I am about to settle a lawsuit, and with my money award, I intend to purchase the Total Organist training. David. Interesting idea. To
Yes.
win a lawsuit and then to invest this money into organ training
Yes, that's a
program.
nice idea. I would never have thought about it.
Excellent, guys. So maybe first of all, our advice would be to sue somebody and then get more money out of this lawsuit and then invest in your organ training.
Well, I would not suggest you to do that. Anyway, it would cause you a lot of trouble.
Excellent. But if we are serious, let's talk a little bit about how to help David and other people who want to learn how to read music well. And the second part, of course, is related: how to count well and consistently. Because if you're reading well but not counting, you're still not playing well. And the other way around is also true. If you're counting well, but you don't read the music well in treble clef and bass clef, what's the use of that?
Yes, that's right. So basically, you have to do a lot of sight reading, I would say. That's the key to learn how to read music well.
It's so difficult to stick to the good regiment of regular sight reading every day, like one piece a day
Yes.
for 30 days, for 60 days, for 6 months, for 1 year, without interruption. You see, it's so difficult. Whenever we advise our students in the school to do that, when we explain the benefits that they will reap very, very soon, they sort of nod in agreement, but after 2 or 3 days they quit. So what we're proposing here is, of course, very difficult. First of all, you have to uh, have a lot of passion with this. If you're just mildly interested in getting better, it will not work. Right,
Yes.
Osha?
Yes. And because, David said that he has trouble while playing music with many accidentals. So what could I suggest for him to do? Try to play some of the sequences that I put on the YouTube. Because playing sequences will help you, to get familiar and get more comfortable with various keys.
And you here touched upon a very important subject, which also relates to organ playing and helps to enhance your organ playing and sight reading abilities, which is theoretical knowledge and harmony.
Yes.
Without that, if you just sight read and you don't think about what you are sight reading, what this note or another note or this measure means in terms of theoretical concepts, you are doing something uh, incompletely. It's like learning to read difficult language like Japanese, to read, right? Without understanding the
Yes.
words.
Yes.
It's possible to learn how to pronounce those characters, right? And even you can learn to to memorize a poem or two in Japanese and surprise your friend when you meet from Japan, and they will be very, very pleased, right, when you say things in Japanese for them. But what's the use of that if you don't understand the meaning of your saying, of your poem? The same is with sight reading, right, Osha?
Yes.
You have to understand what you are playing. If you don't understand what each measure means, how composer created this measure, uh, you're not connecting your brain with your fingers.
That's right. And actually the same with, counting and keeping the consistent tempo.
Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it means, that if you cannot count well, it means that you still having some technical difficulties, some technical issues with the piece that you are working on. And those technical difficulties, maybe looking at the accidentals, keeps you from counting, from feeling comfortable with the right tempo. So these all problems, we are interconnected between themselves.
What you're saying, Osha, is probably not to choose pieces that are too difficult.
Yes, that's right. I looked at the hymnal a few days ago because I wanted to prepare for my harmonization seminars
Mm-hmm.
for Lithuanian organists, and I realized that there are very few actually different keys that are used in the, for example, Lutheran hymnal, and basically the key that would win the competition of popularity in that hymnal was probably F major.
Mm-hmm.
So you could not, learn well other keys from just playing hymns. So what I would suggest for organists to do, if we, for example, would like to sight read hymns, you can do that, but maybe you can transpose them.
Excellent idea.
Play in the home key and then, transpose it to a different key.
Major and minor, second, up and down.
Yes, that's right.
For starters. And then when you get better at this, major and minor, third, up and down.
Because, for example, as David wrote that he has, trouble playing from many more than 3 or 4, flats and sharps. Let's imagine you are playing him in F major, and then you're transposing a half step up. So it would be F sharp major or G flat major with 6 sharps or 6 flats. That's a very good training.
Right away, after one accidental, you have 6 accidentals.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Not too many people bother with transposing hymns, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Because it's complicated, of course, process, and that's why we have created the course on transposition.
Yes, it's very important skill. Will really help you to be more comfortable with every key.
And it will help you with sight reading too.
That's right.
Definitely. Thanks, guys. I hope that you will apply our tips in your practice, right, Osha?
Yes, we hope so.
And please send us more of your questions by replying to our messages that you are getting as a subscriber to our blog at organduo.lt. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.